Hi, my name is Morgan, and I am the DM for the Butterflies of Fortune podcast.
Hey guys, my name is Charlie, and I'm playing Delphinium, known by all of her friends as Delphi. She is a nymph druid embodying the energy of botanical plants and herbs. She's wild, raised in nature, and many call her feral, which is only emphasized by her long hair made of vines and collected flowers and feathers. Her clothes are typically also made of collected materials like moss, sustainability queen, or stolen leathers that offset her sage green skin and large seafoam green cat eyes. She's also illiterate, unless...
Hey, I'm Shelby, and I play Saradoth, a tiefling artificer. She wears a black crop top with work pants, black goggles. She's red with dirty brown hair and tiny horns. She has tattoos across her chin, her nose bridge, and under her eyes.
Hello, I'm Andrea. I play Algol, a high elf druid. Algol has warm ivory skin and wears flowy red hair and pants with a fitted brown top with gold accents connected by matching red flowy sleeves. She has long wavy brown hair with gold jewelry adorning both her face and hair.
Hello, I am Jordan. I play Percy, a gift sorcerer. They are a humanoid hippo who is currently 9 foot 8 inches, and they have grayish gold skin. They wear a dark green vest and pants with a dark green coat that has gold embroidery over it.
Hey guys, I'm Autumn. I play Walnut. He's a 6-foot-tall pink fairy paladin with short pink hair, glittered skin, and typically doesn't wear a shirt. What's a little strange about Walnut's appearance is his wings are only 5 centimeters long, despite him being 6 feet tall. Walnut is the embodiment of nostalgic childhood glitter, sparkles, and magic.
Roots dig deep into the crop-covered plains where the corruption of enterprise has begun to sink in like a poison. The goddess's tree looms over a city ruled by her divine chosen, where the arcane frontier surges tirelessly forward. The Yaroksova's bare feet stand on polished marble as his eyes scan the onyx-colored beach of the city prided on opulence in grandeur. A fracture lays beneath the feet of the queen who sits upon a throne of secrets, ruler of a lawless city. The disgraceful acts committed by those in the underbelly of the leveled city are met with belligerent indifference from those above. In a world of rebirth that followed an era of arcana-infused natural disasters, the residents of Deasof lived in a state of peaceful bliss. This tranquility was quickly interrupted upon the revelation that the ruins of the past were the foundation for their present lives. The race is out for the resources and information of old. 5 adventurers become unwitting victims of fate as they are drawn together for a job, their meeting being the flap of a butterfly wing that causes a hurricane of consequences far into the future. So, Saradoth, you're familiar with where to go as far as Doyle's medical practitioners occur, where that actually is. The other 4 of you, though, follow Saradoth to a grocery store. And upon walking in, you guys see
I think we're at the wrong place, guys.
Yeah. You guys see a large array of various types of foods. There's not a large quantity of foods, but there is quite a bit of variety here. And just in like sort of humble little patched together wooden boxes, and walking around sort of sorting things in those boxes is a relatively shorter, like 5'2" drow woman with very dark gray skin, pale blue eyes.
5'2" is short.
5'2" is very short.
5'2" is below average.
Autumn?
I just lean over to Delphi and I'm like, I think she's going crazy. This isn't a clinic.
But you see this drow with very long, straight white hair. She turns around, clocks all 5 of you, but sees you, Saradoth. She's like, oh, welcome back. Can I get any vegetable products for any of you guys? Are you looking for something specific?
I think we're in the wrong place.
I think we're in the wrong place.
No, we just have some questions, about some people who've been by. Probably in the back, though.
I got it. Well, if you're looking for potatoes, of course I can take you to the back room and show you I have a little bit more of a selection.
We
back
don't.
here.
No, we don't want any potatoes.
I understand. We're not looking for potatoes. But
I would love
I think
some
what you are
potatoes.
looking for, we can find in the back.
Why can't you say it here?
I'm gonna grab
Walnut.
Walnut's shoulder. We are going to the back for some potatoes.
But
We'll
I don't
explain
like
later.
Wait,
Walnut.
I
Percy
like
has no
potatoes.
idea
Come
what's
back
going
with
on.
me.
I also like potatoes.
Guys, I don't think they mean potatoes. Okay. Yes, we would love some potatoes. Thank you very much.
So
I guess I could eat a
She's
potato.
just gonna look at you being like,
I thought you sell drugs.
where did you get that inclination?
Sarah?
I could handle
What did you tell them about it?
I said nothing.
Okay.
Okay, are we in the back now? Or
She hasn't started to since that entire thing happened. She was looking at you like, is this?
okay. That one is interesting. Actually, you know,
Can I get some ice cream from the grocery store?
Okay, anyways, so about those potatoes.
You got any walnuts?
Yes, we do have walnuts.
Can I pick up a bag of walnuts?
Walnut just arises in his pops out his chest like a bird.
Oh no, I think Walnut's excited over here. Okay, Walnut. Keep calm.
Keep calm.
Keep Walnut on.
Sarah, are you with these people?
You can't say no.
You can't
And
say no.
she's giving you the look of like, essentially like, are these people gonna bust me if I take them back?
Can I just grab Saradoth's shoulder and be like, yeah, no, we're besties over here.
Especially after that comment, she's just looking at you being like, so
Percy's
you wanna
just
take a
gonna
look
go-
at the
Sounds like an
stock in
op
the
to
back?
me.
yes,
Okay.
they're just really stupid.
Can Percy just wander off and go look for walnuts?
Yeah, I mean they're there, like sort of in like the middle section. There's a little like island cluster of like tables and boxes and stuff.
Is he
You can
just,
see that
like,
there's like a crate of them.
scoops
Yeah, it has
it
like a
back?
scoop and you can put them in a bag. So she is gonna walk to the counter and be like, it'll be, she'll like take the bag and put it on a little like floating piece of metal hanging in like suspended in space above another one. You see she puts it on and a little like number pops up. She's like, it'll be 3 silver pieces for the bag.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Percy. I love you.
Now, as she like goes back and you see that there is like a door behind her counter, she'll open it up and like gesture.
Ooh, what's that? Why are we going to? Oh, potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yes, potatoes.
Did you grow these potatoes?
Sure did. Let's go. Everybody back? Is everybody going back? Is anybody staying up?
Yeah, I'm going back.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't want to stay out here with Walnut any longer.
Walnut's coming inside.
Cool.
You can't escape him.
So as you all come in and she shuts the door behind, she just lets out a very long sigh. She's like, okay, have none of you ever dealt with any sort of under the books operation? You don't talk about it out in front of...
That's all we ever do.
Yeah, you didn't say anything crazy. I appreciate that.
I got
But-
kicked out of a kingdom.
Look at that.
I'm sorry to hear that. Was it
You were
because
talking
of your...
about illegal things.
Technically, yes.
I'm sorry, he's new to this whole
Wait, so are
thing.
potatoes illegal?
No. Okay. And as she takes a deep breath, you sort of look out and you see that this is a very large like alcove in the back of this area where you see all these cots with people laying on them in various states of disarray. You see a person that has literally just like a few cuts on their arm. You see that there's a few people back here that are like coughing and various like sicknesses and stuff. But in the far back, you do see a person who has like their entire left arm is covered in burn scars currently. She's like, no, I run a hospital down here,
And a
which I'm
grocery
technically, yes, in my grocery store.
Do you give them groceries to make them feel better?
No,
Because food
I
makes me
give
feel
them
better.
medicine to make them feel better.
Oh. Why is it a secret? I think that's
Because it's not allowed to be down
great.
here.
Well, I think that's stupid.
It is stupid, which is why I'm running it.
I think you're gonna drive her mad.
Okay.
We call that.
They sometimes tell me to stop talking, so I think they might do that.
Okay. So, you were looking for somebody, you said?
We're looking for people who witnessed the explosion. Maybe saw some people who were there.
Okay, well,
Like that guy over there.
he, was in the accident, given the, burn scar on his arm. Let me go and ask him if he's alright to be, talked to, because one, I don't want to stop you guys from getting your information, but, the whole... Well, I guess we don't really have a whole lot of patient-doctor confidentiality, but still want to give him privacy if he wants. So
Does
she...
doctor confidentiality exist in this world? Is that canon?
Is that HIPAA?
Yes.
Would this apply in the crack, though?
Cool. So she'll come after talking to him for a few seconds. Comes back and she's like, "Yeah, his name is Amon Magris. You're more than welcome to go back and talk to him. Fair warning, he's very angry about the situation. Because he can't work right now. So just sort of be careful in the conversation." And you see she goes and starts to tend to other patients. Leaves you guys to do what you want to do.
Who's the most sensitive talker?
She has a picture. A picture. You know these people.
I do know these
Or you drew the picture.
Oh.
Okay, well, we can go up together. Because this is the last person I want to take up with me.
Why does everyone say that about me?
Okay, after you went up to a woman and said, and I quote, "I hope your child does not get kidnapped."
I hope her child doesn't get kidnapped.
That's... Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Am I supposed to wish that her child does get kidnapped?
You just don't say anything!
People keep telling me that.
Walnut.
You need to think about the way you're wording things.
But also the context in which you said it in, it sounded like a threat.
Also,
100%.
Walnut, sweetheart, it's called ethics.
Like,
We
you literally
don't
were
say
talking about, you were like, yeah, the people who are being displaced from their homes need a place to stay. Can you hold them? And you went, no, and you will. Well, I hope your children don't get kidnapped.
I just rolled 2
That
nat
was-
20s.
That's exactly what I...
4?
Nothing!
It's like...
Use it for perception check.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to do a perception check of everyone around here. I just rolled a nat 20.
You're pretty sure that the person that you guys are going to talk to is the person that she directed you to.
Awesome! Thanks. Okay, don't
With 100% certainty.
there any spies in here?
Oh, can I do a perception check?
I mean, you are
Hey,
Technically-
she rolled 2 nat 20s.
working for a noble, so you kind of are a fed.
Oh, shit! Am I the spy?
We got 2 feds with us. I'm not taking the feds with us. I'm taking Delphi. Delphi, you're the
Are you
fucker.
the fuzz?
We're also all gonna.
Percy will just stand menacingly behind.
Leg.
Okay, Delphi, I think I should take you with me.
Okay.
Because you're not a fed, and I think you'll know how to talk with these people with me.
What do I talk to him about?
You have the picture of what Gerald looks like.
Do you think he did it?
We know he did it.
Okay.
Well, where have you been, Delphi?
I don't know where I've been. I've been sleepy these past couple sessions.
Delphi is not near any trees right now, so she's a little fuzzy.
Everything's. I think that needs to be really written into the characters. That like there's like a brain fog outside of natural settings. She's kind of.
No.
Listen, you're not in nature
Like,
right now.
haven't really
You're
been
in
in
the
a
dirt.
natural environment for a little
For a
bit.
while. Yeah, I'm out of place.
You need photosynthesis.
I do. Really, do you see my hair?
So
you
you
see how
two
dry
walking
it's
up?
getting?
Okay. I'm gonna approach, I guess. Delphi.
As you guys walk up, you get a little bit of a clearer view of this individual. Just about an average-sized, like, elvish man, with very short blonde hair, pointy ears, going back and up at an angle, wearing just a simple, like, tank top, like white tank top, to give some room for that arm to be worked on. He approaches. As you guys approach, he's just sort of looking, like, "Sorry, do you want to talk to me?
Yeah. We want to
You know
ask.
the fucker that did this to my arm?"
We're thinking.
Possibly.
We have a picture.
Possibly.
Got a picture.
Was it this fucker?
Yeah, it was him.
It was actually him?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have a witness.
Look at that.
Don't tell anybody.
I wasn't planning on it. I'm sitting here trying to get my fucking arm fixed.
But like, if we needed you to tell somebody, eventually.
Well, I don't want you to get targeted because you know this. So like, don't say anything to anybody else.
How many people were with him?
Just one other.
Person just pops up out of nowhere.
Weird,
Over the
freaky,
top.
freaky looking woman.
With
Freaky
a
looking
Well, not
cape
freaky
on?
looking. She just had a weird set of robes on. It's kind of
Yep.
odd.
We know the type.
We know who this is. Yeah.
Well, can you punch him in the cock for me? Cause
Oh, we would love to.
thank
We
you.
made him piss himself at one point.
Good.
I
He
did
deserves
make
it.
him think that he shit himself.
Yeah, killed my 2 fucking best friends.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So where is this?
What did he do?
What did he do? I don't know. Well, I mean, technically it was the last that did the explosion, but
Did you
Just
see
an
him
explosion
around?
and then out?
yeah.
Why?
It was to kidnap
I don't know.
Genevieve.
Did you
Oh,
see
it's
him
a
around the
diversion.
explosion?
There's a big flash coming from one of the tunnels. They both ran out, and then all of us started to run over to stop them, and then
Getting Genevieve can't be the only thing they wanted. That just seems so like.
It might have been.
But I feel like
But they're
they're.
not trying to like get rid
We
of somebody.
spoiled their plans.
Yes, but there has to be more to it. They don't really give a shit about us.
Do you guys think?
I mean,
from Utah.
we did kind of ruin his whole like plan to take over the company and all that.
He could want us to
Governor.
not have money, right?
Money?
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe
He
knows
might be.
we're onto
He
something.
might just be a petty bitch.
Maybe, but I don't think he's the head of this. I don't think he's smart enough to be
He's
the
the
head of it. I think it's the
nurse.
cloak
I think
person.
he's pretty smart.
But I don't think he.
Well, the cloak person might just be using him for her own gain.
That's what I mean. I feel like there's stuff going on that we're not aware of. I feel like.
For sure.
But that's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
why
I
we're
mean. I feel like-
asking people
That's what
about
I'm saying.
this.
There's more to it than just kidnapping her. I feel like there's more. I think they're trying to divert us as well. I think this is a diversion and a diversion. They're trying to get us off the path. They're trying to.
Diversionception.
Like, so while we look for her, they can get away with it because they know we're on their track. So we gotta figure out what they actually are planning. So it's not just this.
That's too complicated.
Well, I think if we find Genevieve, we'll be one step closer.
But
not
we
ahead.
need to, because that's the diversion. That's what they want us to be doing. Which means, whatever's the farthest away from Genevieve is probably what they're actually doing.
I just do what I'm told. Just tell me what to do.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
listen, you all are talking in circles that I don't understand, but I don't know. And you see that he takes his good arm and puts it in his pocket and pulls out a little silver bracelet. He's like, but I was able to grab this off of him. I don't know if it'll help. And he'll sort of like toss it to you, Saradoth. Be like, that came from the white-haired fucker's wrist.
I
So-
like the name you got him.
Yeah.
You could like.
What's
find
his name?
Gerald.
Gerald. Oh, what a fucking name. That's oh, he looks like a Gerald. Oh.
And believe it or not, a noble. I know.
Of course.
Percy has no finding magic, but Percy has wild magic. Can Percy trade a wild magic roll to try and track Gerald with this bracelet?
Not in the
The hospital rolls the fireball, nukes the medical center.
Not right now, but would that be a possibility?
That could be a possibility.
Okay.
grows another 10 inches in the hospital.
Hits the ceiling.
Breaks the ceiling.
We cut to the grocery store and you just see tiles start just like bulging out.
Hey, and if you see him, tell him old Magnus is gonna haunt him in the afterlife.
Oh, absolutely.
Your name is Maggot?
Oh!
Magnus.
Oh my god!
You don't look like a maggot.
Well, my arm kind of does right now, but
It'll grow back.
Actually,
it's still there. I mean, it's not gone.
Can I write down something on like a little on a piece of paper? Why don't you come down to the garage with the Isaac brothers? I think we could hook you with a prosthetic.
I mean, my arm's still there. It's just scarred to hell.
Yes,
Some
but
grass.
I said I could cut it off and get a cool like
You
Yeah,
could.
you can have a sexy
Oh, that
arm.
sounds rad as
Because the
hell.
one that you
Good.
have now isn't sexy.
Because if what you need is for work, and plus scars are painful for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
so why not just?
Well,
It's up to you though.
I appreciate the offer. I'll see.
If you're sentimental about the arm, no pressure.
Yeah, I'll see if the doc can do anything for me, and if not, I'll pop by. Thanks.
Can I look at something quick?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
Cure wounds for this friend.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna graft him.
Skin graft cure wounds.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, actually, can I?
Aren't burn scars like painful for like a really long time?
It's for hit points. What are his hit points?
He's at full HP currently.
So that ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Thought I might be able to help mans.
Because I'm kind of thinking like the volcano people, like the people who got hit by like volcano stuff, like something similar.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. You're like the volcano people.
Yeah, I was like, I need to follow that up with something
I was like-
else.
There are volcano people? Since when?
There's volcano sharks.
Then, as you guys sort of wrap up your conversation with this, and begin to walk out, you see that Jessica Doyle is currently like tending to another patient. You see that she has sort of a pair of goggles on with a few different like crystalline structures that are on different like little flip mechanisms that she can flip certain gemstones or like colored lenses in front of her eyes at different times. You can see that she flips a few down and then hears that you guys are starting to walk out, gets up and turns around. It's like, well, I hope you guys and then you see that she stops for a second as she looks at you two.
Who's you two?
Hold on. Before you all leave, do you mind if I pull you three aside individually?
Yes.
Us three?
Yeah, you three.
Oh, point it out.
You.
Me? Oh.
Yeah, so Saradoth, Walnut, and Percy. It's like, it'll just be one at a time. Shouldn't take very long.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
I trust you.
Saradoth, you're first, since I know you. So let's head back, and you see that there's this, like, group room. But then there's also, like, an additional, like, separate room in the back. She will pull you back
Wait, by myself?
Yeah.
Oh.
by yourself. So you get...
Hello, folks. This is Morgan, the GM for the Butterfly Fortune podcast. Sorry if I sound a little snotty this week. I've just been sick for several days and really haven't had any time to record outside of sounding really nasally. If you're a returning listener, I hope that you're enjoying the show up to this point. And if this is your first time with us, welcome to our story. In the description below, you can find links to our social media and credits for the artists that have contributed to this project. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, you can watch them all in chronological order in our channel playlist Act 1, A City Divided. You can also find a link to our Discord down below, where you can chat with the cast, share art, and even suggest names for future episodes. So now, we've met one of the latest victims of Gerald Kanewin, and the group only has to track him down. All it will take is to make a trip to the friendly neighborhood diviner. But first, I think that some of our characters should really get checked out by our lovely doctor.
So you get pulled back from this main area into the, like, private room, which is sort of like her operating room where she does private consults and, like, actually talks to people about sort of their ailments and what's going on. That, like, main area is just sort of like a waiting room / like long-term patient care. She pulls you back, just like, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to, like, scare you or anything, just wanted to check in. How are you doing? Have the cold chills gotten better, worse, still the same?
I just don't think there's anything that can be done about them.
Saw you got some new tattoos. Looks nice.
Yeah, I'm just tattooed over the scars.
Oh, yeah. Well, how's everything else healing up? I know the horns breaking through is a bit rough. Is that skin healed up well at all?
I don't look at it.
No,
I kind of
that's
just...
fair. Do you mind if I take a look, just to, make sure everything's...
It's gonna smell rancid, I'm warning you.
Maggers came in here 2 days ago, smelling of burning flesh, so...
Okay.
Not the worst thing I've smelled a little bit. You see that she, like, is like, I'm gonna touch your hair really quick just to move it aside for a second, and just begins to sort of check you out, and she's like, yeah, looks like everything's all healed up. They look a little bit bigger. So,
Nice.
Yeah. Just wanted to check in. How's everything else? You still here and stuff sometimes, or has that also calmed down a bit?
Well, it's not going away, but it's okay. It's what we live with. We all have our things.
It's what we live with.
We all have our
Glad you have some very intriguing friends.
Stressful friends.
Stressful
friends.
I can see that.
No subtlety.
No subtlety.
Nothing subtle. No
No
secrets.
subtlety at all.
Just, I didn't go to another plane.
Oh, how's that? Like,
Two other planes.
of existence?
Yeah.
Where and how?
I don't know. Listen, there's just like this guy sitting on a throne. He pissed me off, so I followed him. And then I was in a library, and then they were like, "You can't be here," and then I was like sent away.
Mm.
And then I ended up in this market. Actually, I got this cool ass figurine, and I'm showing my little servant. Traded for 2 oranges.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good deal.
I know.
That's a very good deal. Well, I'm glad to hear that at the very least things haven't gotten worse. So, very glad to hear that. I'm not gonna lie, I overheard your conversation with Magris. Heard that he gave you something. If you're looking to track somebody down, I do have a friend pretty good at that. Especially if you have something of the person's. Should make that a little bit easier. Their name's Azrith Hiroka. I can write down their address and send you their way.
Yeah, sure.
They're extremely talented diviner. Should be good. I'll go ahead and let you out. Do you want to send your gift friend in?
Yeah.
Nice. And I hope to not see you too soon again.
Hello.
So Saradoth walks out and lets you know that she wants to see you next. And as you walk in, you see that she has sort of approached one of the counters. It's like a small private room with one single sort of nicer, not like an actual bed, but sort of like a padded cot that has a midsection point where it can fold up and down in case people need to sit up. You can see that she's over at a cabinet pulling out some various measurement utensils and stuff. And turns around and is like, okay, I don't know the best way to approach this. Are you aware that you have magic in you?
Yes.
Okay. You're aware that that's odd, correct?
I don't know a lot about magic.
Okay.
I'm born from a non-magical race, and
I'm aware.
I kind of
Okay.
had magic
Cool.
one day.
That's what I was, because I can see a lot as she points her little goggles set up thing. She's I can see a lot with these, and I saw that you had latent magic, and that's not normal for gifts. So if we're permitting, would I be able to do some tests? It's not anything invasive or anything, just sort of taking some measurements and stuff.
Yeah, go for it. I was wondering how I got this shit anyways.
I have much the same questions. And you see she spends about 5 or 10 minutes just doing some various medical tests. You see one she does do just some general physical stuff, bend down, touch your toes, doing eye tracking and stuff. And the entire time she's just trying to make some small talk about gift. She was asking you if you're from the astral plane and stuff, just sort of asking how that situation was. Before sort of her exam comes to a close for a bit, she's like, well, unfortunately, those tests didn't really kick back any useful information. Generally, I can detect the source to a degree of where magic comes from, whether it's, from nature, whether it be from a god, whether it be, even if it's a latent magical ability, generally that comes from something, whether it be a lineage of being a descendant from a powerful creature, being a descendant of somebody that was given power by a god or something, but you're not kicking back any of those?
Yeah, no, nobody in my family has magic. It just kind of
Gifts are biologically not... It's not that it's like, oh, your people have been extremely unlucky and not had magic. Like, your biology does not support magic. Like, the fact that you have magic should...
Am I okay?
You're seeming... How old are you?
20.
20? I mean, if you're still alive after this long, I would assume for some reason your body has reached some sort of homeostasis.
Well, I just got the magic like 5 years ago. That I know of.
It's very interesting.
And then
Yeah,
I
it
got
seems
kicked
like
out.
this, you know, with, like I said, with people that are inherently born magical, it's generally via some conduit that they were born with magic, but it definitely seems like you were postpartum imbued with the arcane somehow, which is very odd.
You think someone gave this to me?
It is extremely statistically unlikely that not only a gift would be born with magic, but survive as long as you have with magic in their system. Which means that my hypothesis is that something or someone bestowed magic upon you and is keeping it from interacting negatively with you. Thought you might want to be aware of that. Sorry, I don't have more answers. But I'll keep looking at this data that I've collected, and if I come up with anything better, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, you're alive, so look at it that way. So, this is not going to kill you, I think.
Can I get rid of it?
I would assume there is possibility if something bestowed the magic upon you, there must be something that can take it away, but then you have a few questions that answer brings up, which is, 2, if this magic has indeed intertwined with your body and your soul and your innate just sense of self, if taking that away might do something. There's that to consider just on a biological level. But additionally, if we are, going with the theory that something did put it in you, that was probably with the purpose. So if you take that away, that might...
What has the power to do that?
That's a very good question. Nothing that I know of on this plane of existence.
Well, I'm from another plane of existence.
Yes. Let's see. Astral realm. See, she begins to think for a few seconds. It's like, if I'm going to be honest, we don't... Since the collapse, we don't know a lot about other planes of existence. What little we do know is from people who have been sent here or traveled here from their realms.
The astral realm has quite a lot of magic. We use it to get around.
I don't know. It would take a vast amount of magic to imbue somebody else with magic. And it would take even more to imbue somebody who's not supposed to be able to support magic and have it stabilized. So... I don't know how much you know about the other planes, but something along the lines of the power of an archfey or greater.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I don't mean to scare you, but I'd like people to be informed about their health, so I figured it's something you would like to know about. So.
Yeah, it kind of came on suddenly, and I've been trying to figure out where it came from since.
It's a very scary thing. So wish you the best in finding answers, and if you do learn anything, feel free to share it back to me, and I'll see what I can do on my end. If removing it is something you wish to do, I can look into some solutions on that as well, and try and get this thing figured out.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Wonderful. If you'd like to send in your fairy friend.
Yes.
So, after Saradoth exits, she grabs Percy and sends Percy in. Percy's back there for quite a bit longer, about like 10-15 minutes in total, before he walks back out and sends you in. As you walk in, you see her putting up what looks like a bunch of like medical instruments. Look for just like checking a bunch of different, not only like physical measurements and things that need to be looked at, but as like magical as well. You see that she like keeps a few of these out before looking back in your direction and like, sort of just gonna give the same spiel I just gave Percy. That these, she points to her goggles, these let me see sort of one, physical ailments that can't necessarily be seen directly by the eyes, but as well as magical things. And just wanted to make sure that you were aware of what was going on. Are you aware that you have 2 curses on yourself?
No.
Okay. Well, one, I'm not sure if you're aware. Fairies supposed to be much smaller.
Listen, okay? Sometimes things happen, and we have to like people even when they look strange.
No, that's okay. I didn't know. Well, this is not like a biological thing. This is a...
I was made big.
Okay, so you do know about...
I prefer not to think about it.
Okay, well, it's just letting you know that that is a fixable thing. I mean, it's not... I can't do it myself.
It's
but,
fixable.
Yeah.
How do you fix it?
Well, you would have to have a very, very powerful mage to negate the effects, just based on the intensity of the curse. Whoever cast it must have been an extremely potent arcanist. But,
He was really mean. Yeah, I was a god.
God made you big?
Mm-hmm.
I will let you know that you do remember 2 different curses.
Okay.
Titania
Yes.
cursed you to never return to the Feywild.
That's right.
The witch is the one who made you big.
Okay, cool. The witch, she made me big.
So much.
Mhm.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't
Yeah.
like her. She doesn't like me.
Generally, if one actually has the title of a witch, then yeah, they have a large access to
So I
magical
know a
power.
mage that's also a bartender. Could he undo it? His name is... I forgot his name.
Thomas?
No. He's far away. He lives in Sprigborough. Do you know where that is?
I mean, no, yeah, I'm familiar with where
It's
Sprigborough
boring as shit.
is. It is a farming town. I'm not.
I don't like
You know.
farming.
Yeah, I'm not one to. I don't mind getting my hands dirty, but it's generally in a medical sense rather than out in the fields. Though I do respect the work, you know.
Oh, so you like touching blood?
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
So that's one curse that is sort of proportionally adjusting your size to be much larger. But then, are you also aware of the secondary?
Yes.
Then, okay. Well, as I was saying before, if you get somebody powerful enough, they both seem like extremely potent curses, so I would be extremely careful as to who you got to try and alleviate them, because if they do it incorrectly, it probably wouldn't do anything to you, but it might backfire on them. So I'd be take extreme caution with that, but that is an option if you find somebody that you are confident enough in their abilities to try and attempt this.
Do you know how to bring someone back from the dead?
I mean, the magic is simple yet expensive if they've, like, extremely recently died. Like, if they've died in front of you, then there is some magic that can bring people back.
What about several years ago? And they might be cryogenically frozen in the pocket of my tutu.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I've never heard of a magic like that.
Oh, fine one. Also, do you know why Percy is so big?
I know
He keeps growing.
Interesting. I do know that he has magical capabilities, so I would assume that that has something to do with that. Granted, I don't necessarily understand gift biology to a T, so there might be some growth spurt developments.
Did you know that we're not supposed to call gifts hippos?
Yes.
Okay. Was this common knowledge?
Mm.
I want to bring my husband back from the dead.
I wish you the best in luck in finding a solution to that. And if you find out how to raise people from the dead, let me know. It'll make my job.
Do you know if they sell, like, celery upstairs?
They sell
by the
celery
way?
Upstairs? Like, are you talking about in,
Yeah,
like,
the grocery
open-
store.
Oh, like, do I sell celery?
No, does the grocery store sell celery?
I mean, I own the grocery store. I do also run a grocery store.
What?
This
Do you sell celery?
Yes.
Good to know.
Cool. Yes. Additionally, the individual who laid the curse can also retract it. So if you end up running across granted the secondary one, I don't necessarily see you accessing that person anytime soon. But the secondary one, if you said they're a witch and they're on this plane, and you find them and are able to convince them to take it back, that is another option. The curse isn't permanent.
What happens if he or she, they were really mean? I try to force as much of it in my memory as possible. If they make it worse, is that a possibility? Because I'm not super good with talking to people.
Well, I'm not necessarily advising you to take any specific action. I was just letting you know your options.
So what you're saying is that I should hunt down the witch. I should destroy the witch so that the curse is removed. And then I should
That is
bring
the third option.
my husband back from the dead. And then we can go live happily ever after in the coffee shop I work at. Because that's all I want
Sounds like you have a game plan.
in my life.
And if that's what you think is the best
Could
decision,
I make my fairy
you can go
wings
for it.
bigger?
Could I make your fairy wings big? I mean,
Why did these not grow?
It
They're
seems
like 5 centimeters.
seems out of cruelty, as bad as that sounds, because they should have if you were.
Why am I
fully
so
enacting.
disliked?
I don't.
You're easy to
not
talk
that.
to.
Thank you. I try to be easy to talk to.
Maybe that's why you have so many ill people under your care.
Well, I have a lot of ill people in my care because the strip is denied medical access due to a very flagrant disregard for human life.
Oh.
Due to the uppers wanting more money.
Oh.
And I refute that by running this anyway.
Oh. That's noble. I wish I could do that, but I have too much anxiety.
Anxiety is another hill.
Can
that
you treat
some
that?
people have to. I mean, I could give you a tincture that you could take that should help with it.
Every day?
Yeah.
How much?
Give me a gold and we'll call it even, and then you can come back when you need more.
Here's a gold.
Cool. It's like you can go back out with your friends. It'll be like 5 minutes for me to whip this up, and then I can bring it out for you, okay?
Okay.
And just remember that.
You don't exist?
What?
You don't exist, except for you're upstairs in the grocery store and that's when you exist. But when you're down here, you don't exist. And so I should tell people that this isn't real. Or I should just not mention it at all.
I mean, yes, that is general policy. It's not what I was going to say.
Oh.
But I was going to let you know that anxiety is prominent among a lot of people. It's okay to feel that, and it's okay to have things that reduce that. But just remember, it is a hill that is climbable.
Are you anxious?
Sometimes, yes.
If I had a bunch of dying people, I would be anxious.
Yeah.
More anxious.
It can be very stressful. But knowing that I'm helping people is its own reward, so I can push through that anxiety.
Could you also give me a side of walnuts with the medication?
I think your friend fought it back, didn't he?
I want more. I ate them all.
Already? That was very quick.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
My stomach is a little upsetty spaghetti.
Oh, okay. Do walnuts help with that?
No, they make it worse.
Just like, wow, well...
Because I eat them really fast. If you inhale the walnuts, you get more walnut taste in your mouth. Did you know that my name is Walnut?
I did not. It's very nice to meet you, Walnut. Sorry, I should have asked that before jumping into the whole "you're cursed" thing. But yeah. If you want to go out and be seated with your friends, I'll go ahead and whip this up and bring it out to you.
Okay.
It should last you for about
1
a
year?
month.
Oh. Okay.
Then you'll have to come back. Sorry, anything more. I don't really have the supplies to do anything more than that right now. Cool. Well, I'll bring that out to you very shortly. So you two see Zeradoth get carted back for a few minutes, Percy get taken back for a little bit longer, and then Walnut was taken back for a short amount of time as well, before Walnut comes back out to you guys, and that's where we're going to go ahead and pick back up. As Walnut's walking out of that back room where everybody was sort of pulled to.
Well, I got anxiety medication.
Did you really?
I did.
Amazing.
Also,
This is big news.
I'm like really cursed, and I want to bring my husband back from the dead, and she doesn't think I can do it. And I also asked her if there was celery in the grocery store, and she said yes. And also, can we wait 5 minutes so I can pick up my prescription?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told
I
that.
also asked why you keep growing, and she said she didn't know.
I was told that my magic was not is not natural.
Oh. And I asked her why my wings were so small, and she said, out of cruelty. And I said, why don't people like
Whose
me? And
cruelty?
she didn't answer. I don't know.
Who made you?
Well, you would assume it would be the witch that cursed you.
She just checked in on me. I don't know.
She told me that my magic was not natural and that someone probably gave it to me.
Oh.
Cool. So after a few minutes, you guys piddling about out here. She walks out with a short little tincture of almost like a silvery metallic looking liquid. Hands it to you, Walnut, and says, so just a drop of this on the tongue every morning should sort things out. If you know you're going to have like a particularly stressful day, maybe do 2.
Drink the whole bottle?
No, maybe do 2 drops.
Okay.
Do not drink. Please, do not drink the entire bottle.
Yes, ma'am.
It will not be a fun time.
Okay. Will I explode?
Yes.
In a way.
Just tell her yes.
In a way. Cool. Well, if any of you need more potatoes at any point, you're more than welcome to come back to my grocery store.
I didn't get any potatoes.
I didn't get any potatoes.
No, guys, it's a euphemism.
I was
Well, it's like, guys, I'm on the loop now. As you guys are sort of walked back out to the main area of the store, she goes back to sort of arranging her various products in the store.
Walnut grabs the silver.
Yeah, you get it.
Can
It's just
Walnut
2
drink
silver
on these
pieces.
meds?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I eat walnuts on these meds?
You can. You did say that they made your stomach upset, though.
That's because
so.
I took too much of this.
Okay, well then, yes, as
Of
long
the
as you
walnuts, not the-
appropriately pace yourself, you can definitely eat walnuts and take this at the same time.
Do you know that walnuts have protein?
They are a nut, so I would assume so.
I wish I was a nut.
Don't we all?
So what you guys doing now?
I guess drinking.
Well, I'm gonna go to my garage, but
I will say, yeah, just a reminder, you did also get a contact to a person that could help you with the searching thing.
Oh,
in case you forgot about
I did
that.
actually forget, like, immediately. So I found somebody who can locate this person. It's like a find spell. Somebody has a find spell.
Let's do that.
With the bracelet.
I kind of want to use my wild magic and see what happens.
I'm gonna be honest, there's nowhere down here where if you accidentally cast a fireball,
It
where it
wouldn't
would
have
be safe.
major consequences.
I could do it in the mines.
Oh!
Let's destabilize
The mines that are currently being repaired so that they don't collapse.
Yeah!
You could do it.
Percy's like, guys, don't worry. I can method act exactly what happened when they came through.
Hey, the chances of me casting fireball are like 1 in 20, okay?
So are the chances of you growing.
And that's happened twice.
Actually, that's more like 1 in 20 and then like 5 in 10 chance.
What's your wild magic counter right now?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Didn't it just go back down to 1 because I grew?
Yeah, you're right. Also going to be implementing a new thing. If the DC goes over 5, when you hit it, 2 effects go off. If it's over 10, 3 do. And if you somehow get to over 15, then 4 do.
Oh god.
So essentially, the longer you stockpile up the wild magic, the crazier shit will get.
Percival, I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
Yeah.
How strong magically are you? Like,
How
are you
strong
stronger
magically?
than like a witch, maybe?
I have no idea. I know
Or
nothing
like-
about my magic.
Could you uncurse me?
Can Percy uncurse people?
Can you?
I don't know.
Apparently if you
Percy
fail,
likes to think he could.
you'll mess up really badly or something. Not me, you. So you would want to know what you're doing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
Well, you also have Percy and 2 druids that could also try to help you.
Can I have multiple people at one time? This might be a conversation for later.
It's
Throw
time
a
to get
wrench
to it.
at the ball.
A what?
I can throw a wrench at you.
I don't think that would be very helpful per se.
Everybody else is casting healing magic. Saradoth just domes Walnut in the back of the head with a wrench.
Just in case.
Because I can't go back to my realm. I got kicked out. And that kind of sucks.
Did you do something badly as an
No.
attorney that got you kicked out?
I mean, I also got kicked out of my
That's a
realm.
very fast move.
Oh, maybe we can work on each other.
Can I sacrifice my magic to get rid of Walnut's
Don't do that.
curse?
That's not smart for the party. So leave
Could
that.
try.
You could try.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Let's go.
2 stones, no birds.
That's so sad.
We're just hucking rocks out here.
All birds, no stones.
2 wrenches, no stone.
2 wrenches.
2 wrenches, 5 birds, no stones. Final offer. You said, where are you guys heading? You're heading to the broken bottle, and you're heading to the body shop?
Yes.
Cool. You guys follow Saradoth back through the relatively straight shot that is the lower levels of Fishura. As you are walking through, you begin to hear noise as you begin to approach like the far end of the strip. As you approach there, you see a large crowd waiting outside of a bar.